Sam Valentino, private-tune detective here. You're probably hearing some hubbub about South Park allegedly leaving Paramount Plus because of the merger between Paramount Global and Skydance Media. Well, to clarify, South Park being purged from Paramount Plus is only on international platforms outside of the United States of America, where the show is currently still streaming on HBO Max. The Paramount Plus platforms in Canada, through much of Europe, in Australia, and other countries that get it, are where South Park was removed. And the reason why isn't a good one. Not a tax write-off or any plot like that, but because of tensions between Paramount and the creators of South Park, Matt Stone and Trey Parker, who aren't happy with the plans for Paramount to merge with Skydance Media, a media production and finance company who's co-financed films with Paramount Pictures since 2009. And now as such, they're going to merge. Skydance also has their own CGI animation studio, headed by the infamous former Pixar founder, John Lasseter. But that creep is besides the point. Matt Stone and Trey Parker said this merger is bleeping up their show, and they're threatening to sue. And this resulted in the season 27 premiere, slated for a July 7 date on Comedy Central, ended up being pushed to July 23rd. This comes right after South Park's deal to stream on HBO Max in the States was supposed to expire, but I still see it on there for the time being. But according to a legal letter Matt and Trey's attorney wrote, South Park Studios is shopping for other potential streaming buyers, possibly Netflix, with Warner Bros. Discovery also looking to renew the South Park streaming license for HBO Max. As let me remind you once again, with all the drama over HBO Max removing cartoons, it's because they're phasing out content aimed at kids and families. Anything made for adults is still fine there, and not just South Park, but also most of the Adult Swim shows, and even, Mindy Kaling's Velma. I'd quote what Matt and Trey said about this merge with South Park's social media pages, but it's got strong profanity in true South Park fashion. And with vlogs like this being monetized, I'd rather not take chances compared to Zach Wolf's YouTube poops. But yes, Matt and Trey feel betrayed, if you will, in how their hit series, currently the second longest running animated show in North America, is being treated amid Paramount Global's restructuring and planning to merge with Skydance. After all, Paramount does own Comedy Central, where the show's been airing since it started. Paramount Global has also had to deal with massive layoffs and the canceling of other shows, like what happened with a few newer Nickelodeon shows like the CGI Rugrats reboot, and even the SpongeBob prequel series Camp Coral. Of course, I also remember a year and a half ago, Warner Bros. Discovery expressed interest in merging with Paramount Global. But at least in that case, Paramount did the right thing and said no to the offer. That merger would have been disastrous. Of course, Paramount Global is still suffering financially, as is Warner Bros. Discovery. Heck, that merger was after Warner Media wasn't doing so financially well under ownership of AT&T. But in doing more investigating, there was some South Park specials made exclusively for Paramount Plus that are still there on the international platforms, along with the 1999 theatrical movie South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. But Paramount Global and South Park Studios are going to need to work fast before a week and a half from now when the new season's supposed to premiere on Comedy Central. And again, while it's still controversial, I'm glad Matt and Trey badmouthed the idea of such a corporate merger that would affect our creation. And why not? South Park has become a cultural icon for adults in the almost 28 years it's been on the air. Heck, even Arthur parodied it in their infamous contest episode where the kids' story ideas emulate popular cartoons at the time.
Ow! Hey, you squished Buster!
But so far, that's all I found out on why South Park was removed from international Paramount Plus platforms, in the tensions between South Park Studios and Paramount Global for planning to merge with Skydance Media. Whatever comes out of this, I will likely share my findings with you, along with whatever else happens in this troubled world of animation.